Hello! Welcome to the office. So today, as I promised, I'm finally going to do the unboxing and install of the Elgato arm for the Elgato Wave 3. And I'm also going to kind of do a longer term review of the Elgato Wave 3 because I just talked about it briefly in the microphone thing. So let's see. Well, to begin, we need to open the box, hence the unboxing part. And it's a lovely box. Apparently it weighs 6.2 pounds. This is the box that the Elgato boom arm comes in. Before we get rolling, well, we're already rolling, but I mean, before we get going, let me just show you. This is the cheap arm that I bought from Amazon. I'll put a link down below. I'll go find it on my Amazon orders. It was a while ago, and it was relatively cheap, like, I don't know, 75. Again, check the listing. It was not that expensive, certainly well under $100. And the thing I liked about, well, it has the spring, and you know, I like the swivel because when I'm not using it, I like to swivel it over there and then swivel it back over here, so it's out of the way. And it has the little, I don't know what you call that. It's just a little plastic wire thing so that you can hold the wire to the arm, see, so it's not flopping around. I had another earlier one. This is my second cheap arm, cheap stand, microphone arm. We're going with arm. This is the second. The first one didn't come with these. And so the wire, you can run it through here and then around there, and it kind of worked. This works better. But as you're going to see, the Elgato is a whole nother level. So let's open it up and see. Okay. Ooh, nicely packaged. Comes with a little booklet. It's not a very complicated booklet because it's just really telling you the dimensions and stuff. So this is this part. And as you can see, this is substantially more beefy than that little cheap thing. Has a lot more heft to it. It's going to go that way. There we go. It just looks classier too. Okay, then we have the arm itself, which comes with a little thing here because apparently it's going to go flying up when you take that off. Now this is the end that's going to attach to the microphone. This is the end that's going to go into here. I probably shouldn't do that until I have it all done. Now there's two more things in the three more things. There's a mystery little surprise here. I guess it's some sort of screws. Oh yes, it's adapters for the end that the microphone attaches to. So if you don't have the standard 1/4 inch, they have, I have no idea what these dimensions are, but one end screws on here and the other end lets you screw in a bigger microphone. And a little tiny Allen wrench for tightening things up. And an extension for here if the arm is too low for you. I don't think I'm going to have that problem, but we'll see. And then finally, a counterweight, because again, the arm has spring tension, and notice it doesn't have the little springs on the outside like this one. They're hidden. But you put this on here. Here. If your microphone's too light to hold the arm down. Again, I don't think I'm going to have that problem since this arm was designed for the Wave 3 and I have a Wave 3. So I'm thinking it's going to work. So, how should we do this? Ideally, I would like to be able to have both of them here. I'm not sure that's going to work out. Well, wait, I think I have an idea. If I move this one way down here, of course it's not going to be here much longer, unless for some reason I hate this. Now we put on the much beefier. Oh, by the way, it has a button to release, so that like if you're in the position like I was there, where I slid this through. Well, you don't slide this through, you press the button and then it will turn without turning the screw, so you can, in a tight spot, still attach it. I, of course, am not going to have this problem because I'm not in a tight spot. I might point out that I have had one of these cheaper ones, the earlier one. It's not, this one hasn't done it, but the earlier one just fell off one day. So I feel a lot better. This has a lot more heft to it. It's got a lot more surface area. The thing that's making contact with the underside is like this big around, where on that side it's like that big around. Okay. And now we will put, well, I'm going to go ahead and take this off and see what happens. And there's why they told you, because it flies way up there. Now, the next thing, I will unplug my Elgato Wave 3 and unscrew it. This is not your standard 1/4 inch fella. So I guess I have to go back to the box and find my little adapters, because apparently I'm going to need one. That one's too big. But this one is just right. So we will pull this down here. Now, there we go. Perfect. And as you can see, I will not need the counterweight because this works just fine. Oh. Okay. If you notice, this one, well, this one was a lot harder to move up and down. This one is very easy. It's just, do it just basically with just, well, I just need a finger, right? Here I need my, it's kind of tight. This is very, very nice. Now, to complete the installation, I'm going to have to get this wire out of this channel so I can put it into, check this out. Well, see, the rubber channel peels up. You put the wire in and then put the channel back down. A lot easier than what I'm going to be doing here, which you will probably not see very much of because I'm going to edit it out because it's going to be a pain. Oh, a lot easier to get out than it was to put in, trust me. There we go. So now, well, now we can just let's get this out of the way altogether. So now, so see this, there's this rubber, there we go. I peel that off. And I peel that, that's the top, that's the bottom. I'm doing this so I can get the excess to go away over here. So where did this plug in? Right down there at the bottom, right? There, USB-C, so it doesn't matter which way it goes. Wasn't that the greatest thing they ever did? Because USB-A, it only goes in one way, but I guarantee you that it's never the way I put it in the first time. Even when it is the way I put it in the first time, because I turn it around. Okay, now see, I had this one, the other end, on the other arm, I had it wrapped around the end. I don't really need to do that here. It's got a little kink in it. Well, we'll live. And we run this down here. Okay, this is a little harder. Top one, there we go. Top one went in a little easier. There we go. It's a little bit off. There we go. Well, it's certainly easy to use, easy to install. Well, now let's see how easy it is to actually use. Now, see, I like to have it back. Oh, yeah. I think this is going to be just about perfect. Okay, this is my normal seating position. See, my webcam's there, so when I'm doing Zoom, I need the microphone, and the microphone's right here. Perfect. Now, you notice the microphone's not on. That's because I have a USB switch. I don't like having my webcam and microphone on all the time. So I have them on a USB switch. I will put the link down below. And everything, the microphone people say it, the webcam people say it, they all say you can't run this through a switch because it won't work. Well, they work fine. So, let's see, I just press these little buttons right here. There's 1, 2, and now I've turned on, the microphone has come on. Now, I said I would do a review of the Wave 3 microphone. Well, there's not a lot to review. I just use it like a microphone. I mean, I use it for Zoom, I use it for voiceovers on videos. So basically the only control I ever use here is the gain, you know, for modulating the volume. There is you can tap it on top to mute, which is awesome. So you don't have to remember, you just tap. It has all these other features. And in fact, the reason that people swear by the Wave 3 is it comes with software that I have never even installed and certainly don't use. But it's like a little OBS if you're streaming. It's like a little stream deck. You know, they have the physical stream decks that you plug the XLR microphone into, and then you can do all this stuff. Well, this is like a software stream deck. It lets you have lots of different inputs and switch between different things and control the volume of the microphone and your system and the game and whatever else you got hooked up. And apparently it's quite amazing, but you're going to have to go watch somebody else's review. So if the reason I bought this mic is because it's better looking. I had a Blue Yeti, which are fine microphones. They're just kind of ugly. And the pop filters that you can get for them are generally these things that attach to your boom and come around and then they kind of flop around. This has its own pop filter that is designed for it, that clips right onto the sides here, where you also mount, by the way, the shock mount, which this is in. I got my pop filter and my shock mount, which are Elgato accessories. They don't come with the mic. The mic comes by itself. The shock filter comes with the cable, with the USB-C cable. You need the shock mount is sold separately. The pop guard is sold separately. I will put links in down below so that you can, again, I'm not even guessing on prices, but it seemed reasonable. Now, by the way, there's also the Wave 1, which doesn't have all the features of the Wave 3. But well, if you watch this channel, you know I always get the best. So I got the Wave 3. And I've been very happy with it. I mean, for my purposes, which again are voiceover and Zoom primarily, it's fabulous. In fact, I had a class a couple of weeks ago, and I had two classes back to back. And after the first class, I swung my arm around, facing it to the wall. And then when I started my second class, I didn't notice. And so the microphone was over there, pointed at the wall. And I noticed this about 20, 30 minutes into the class. And I said, nobody's complained about my audio? And they said, well, you're a little echoey, or more echoey than usual. Well, look how far away that is. And against the wall. So yes, it was getting all sorts of stuff. But it was still usable for Zoom, even in this position. By the way, I wouldn't have done it for a voiceover, but I would have noticed it sooner. But I just swung it back around and everything was good to go. By the way, this pivot's way better than the cheaper arm did. It's built much better. I like that the springs are on the inside and not the outside. Well, here, let me see. I mean, it's just a way more attractive. Now, it is more expensive. I mean, you check the prices down below in the description down below, and I'll probably put them on the screen too. But you can see it's a lot. It doesn't quite. It's kind of hard to do. I mean, I guess I could loosen this up a little. Of course, if you loosen it up too much, then it goes. Well, no, actually, that did not help. Loosening that up did not make it move that much easier. It's just a lot harder. This is a joy. It just pivots seamlessly. I mean, it takes no effort. Goes up and down with virtually no effort. I mean, really no effort. I mean, I'm just pushing it with my finger barely. Yeah. I'm happy with my purchase. Oh yeah, this is I don't do sponsored videos. I buy this stuff with my own money, so that when I can give it a bad review if I want, and there's nothing they can do because they can't take it away from me because I paid for it. So I paid for this, and I'm very happy with it. And it looks fabulous. I like the cable management. You just see the wire there, and then coming out the bottom, and then there. I might wrap it around once. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like anyone's going to tell me what they think. But feel free. Anyway, that is the Elgato Wave 3. A very poor review of it, because I don't use all the cool features. I mean, it has all the software is really the thing. And I will find a YouTube video that someone did about the software that goes with this microphone, and I'll link that down below too, so you can go see what all the software is about, because that apparently is the real selling point of the microphone, is it gives you like a stream deck in software. But I don't stream, so that's not really an issue for me. So that is the Elgato Arm. I'm pretty happy. I like it. So that's it. Come back next week for either more stuff on the K5 or the IQ software in here. Depends on the weather. If I get good shooting weather for doing the stuff outside, I'll do that. If it's dreary all week, I'll do it here, and then we'll do that the following week. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.